Hi, this video is for Trevor and Mike with ABI Contracting. This is Norma. First of all, I just want to say thanks for your response on the Facebook group regarding a customized video for your business. And I do know you guys are busy, so I want to make this as brief, but at the same time as detailed as possible to talk about how to improve your website so that you can get more traffic. Recently, I've been helping a lot of roofers across the state of Texas. So hopefully, you'll find this helpful. And if you need to reach out to me, feel free to do so. I'll give you my information at the end of the video. So there are basically three main things that I want to go over with you. And those are content, citations, and backlinks. And these are very important things to go over in regards to your website, because this is what the search engines, such as Google, Yahoo, Bing, this is what they use to search your website to determine if your site is worth putting up on the front page or on the very first search page of a Google search. Now, the first thing is content, and that's basically anything that you see that's on your front page. So I brought up your front page here. And so when I talk about content, what we want to do on this front page is make sure that you have enough unique, relevant, high quality content. And so when I speak about enough, I mean at least 1,500 words on this particular page, which allows you to add in some keywords, some key phrases that people are going to be using to search for businesses that offer your service. This is what's really going to help you get found on the search engine. And it's very important on this page because the home page is what tells the search engines that, what your entire website is about. So for example, on here, I don't see that you have the 1,500 words, a lot of photos, which is fine. But we definitely want to put in those, that content in there, the text that really speak about, what you do. And so go ahead and do that. And the other thing is photos and how those photos are saved. So let's say, for example, let me get one that's actually showing some sort of construction. So like this, if I go to save the image, and you notice how it's saved as this, a combination of letters and numbers. Change that to talk about, again, your service. So you might want to put here, like let's say home remodeling, in San Antonio versus what it's saved up here. And you want to do that to every photo that's on your website. You want to start with your home page and then work on every photo on the other pages as well. So that's it with content. The second thing that I want to talk about is citations. And so before I go into citations, I wanted to show you something when I do a search. So I did a general search here. I put general contractor San Antonio on Google, and these are the things that come up. Usually you would see some ads up on the top, or sometimes they're down on the bottom. Let me see if we have some ads here. Okay, so we don't for this particular keyword or this particular search word. So you'll see that, if it does have an ad, you'll see the word ad in front of it. And Google ads are fine if you have a new website, a new business, and are trying to gain more customers. It'll put you in the front page, but as long as you pay for it, it'll be in the front page. Otherwise, as soon as you stop paying Google, that can disappear, that very same day. And the thing about it is that it's cost per click. So, just because people click on your website doesn't mean that you're going to be getting that customer. Sometimes people are just shopping around. And then there are customers out there or internet surfers that will actually put a ad blocker on their browser, and so they may not ever see your Google ads. But again, it has its pros and cons. So when it comes to citations, which is the second thing I wanted to talk about, it has a lot to do with this map section right here. This is one of the prime spots on a search page. You're up here on the front, you're usually up on the top, usually below the ads. And so in order to get here, you have to have what they call citations. And so what a citation is first of all, you have to have a Google My Business account. So if you haven't applied for that, go ahead and apply for that. And then you would add your business name, the address and phone number. And when you apply for a Google My Business account, you can just limit it to just city and state, because, you know, with your service, you don't have the customers coming to your office. You actually go out to their property. And so again, that's one citation is a business name, address, and phone number listed on website directories. And so when I say website directories, I'm talking about things like Yelp, other things like Home Advisor, Thumbtack, Angie's List. Those can also be used as website directories. But other things are like BBB, the Better Business Bureau, the yellowpages.com, localbiz.com. Those are just some examples of website directories. And so what I would do is, and how I help my clients is, I go ahead and look at these top 3 here, check how many citations or online business directories that they're on. And let's say this First Choice Home Improvement has 25 citations. What I would do is find out what citations that they have, because I have that tool to look it up, and then I would get the same citations as long as it's relevant to, you know, general contracting or to construction, remodeling, so forth. Because not all citations are created equal. So you can get on a website or a web directory that talks about automotive, and you know, that's not going to be you know, beneficial to your website, because Google knows that automotive has nothing to do with remodeling, roofing, you know, so it's not going to weigh in as much. And so that's how it would help, is to get more citations. The good thing about being here again is being on this front page. The only thing is another contractor can come along, and if they get more citations than any one of these 3, they can just boot them out rather quickly. So good to be here. Just, you can, you know, also be out of there rather quickly. Where you would really want to be is down here. This is called the organic search, or the you know, where the organic pages are. And in order to be here, it requires a lot of concentration, or a lot of focus on your business website, and a lot of work on the website. Usually there's only 10 business websites that are listed on here, and the businesses up here, sometimes they're up here because they've been around for so long. And so, you know, it's kind of hard to beat someone whose reputation the people in San Antonio know about already. But, you know, not to say that it's impossible. Now, again, I said there are 10 websites down here. Not all of them are general contractors. A lot of times they're website directories. As you can see, this generalcontractors.org is not a business, you know, single or individual business there in San Antonio. Home Advisor, again, is what I talked about, as far as it could be used as a online directory. Same thing as the BBB, house.com. So really I don't see any business here. This is the first one that I see, is San Antonio Commercial Construction. And again, that's based on these words right here, general contractor in San Antonio. Now, so if somebody were to type that in, this business here, this is your competitor in the local area. The other thing that I also searched is, I did, let's see, remodeling contractor San Antonio. And so there's more businesses listed on here. As you can see, they got Shaw Core Modeling. And I usually try not to include these businesses that have like a showroom, or that have things for sale, you know, versus just services. So I wouldn't even count them in as being your competitor. But this one here, the Boba Custom Builders, are probably a good competitor to compare your business with. And so I'm going to start out first with here, the general contractors. And so down here again is the organic search, and this is where I'm going to talk about that third thing called backlinking. So in order to get into this front page, someone has to constantly work on your website to do backlinking. So what a backlink is another website that's linking back to yours, which gives you, you know, relevance to your website. So it's saying to Google or the other search engines that you are a provider of contractor services, and that, you know, that way it brings relevance and keywords that you're trying to rank for. And so I use this tool. It's called Ahrefs or Ahrefs. And I put your domain on there, and I can actually see what's going on with your website. And I can also look at your competitors' website and kind of see what they're doing, the top competitors, so that I can see what is it that I need to do for my clients so that I can be on the first page too, you know, to rank your site so you can be on the first page. And so just based on your domain itself, it looks like it's pretty new. I mean, there's really no data here for me to explain to you because I mean, there's just no information yet. So that's why it's telling me that it's pretty new, because I don't have anything. The search engines has not crawled it enough to provide the data. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to your competitors. Again, going down with General Contractor San Antonio, that would be Sandoval Contracting. So let's go ahead and do theirs. So as you can see here, I put their URL up here, and I can see what's going on with their website. So according to this tool, I can see that they have that backlinks I was telling you about. So there are 13 websites referring back to them, and you can get multiple backlinks from one website. So 13 websites giving them 20 backlinks. Now, given this information, they are getting a traffic of 107 land to their website per month. So at least over the past month. And so I can see that, you know, so being in the front page is important because you can see how much traffic that they're getting. And so I can also look at keywords that they're ranking for. So like, for example, I'm going to go ahead and see what puts them up to the front. So commercial remodeling, there's a volume search each month of 700. They're getting some of that volume. And if somebody were to enter the word commercial remodeling, they will find Sandoval Contracting at position number 6. So they're on that first page, the 6th website down. If somebody were to enter San Antonio commercial construction, there's a volume search of 50 searches per month, and they are a number 1 position for that. So if you enter that, they're the first one on that search page, the results page. Same thing with this commercial contractors, San Antonio, they're on the first page. General Contractor, San Antonio, Texas, so they're number 11. That means they're on the 2nd page. But there's a search volume of 200 for that. So very important to know what these keywords are, because what you would do is, or how I would help my clients, is I get these keywords that they're ranking for, and I put that as part of the content. If you can recall, the first thing I talked about was content and what to put on your homepage. So I would definitely start putting some of these keywords on there so you can start ranking for them. And especially important to look at things that talk about, you know, San Antonio, maybe Bulverde, San Marcos, you know, the cities around their shirts, maybe New Braunfels, and start looking at the search volume and, you know, where they land, because then you can rank for the same thing. And so that's pretty much it with backlinking. I just wanted to throw in the other one, which is when I typed in remodeling contractor San Antonio. So again, I want to exclude that because they have showrooms, and you know, you're not going to be doing that. Yours is mostly services. So there's Bubble Custom Builders. I went ahead and did theirs. And as you can see, they have more referring domains and more backlinks. So they're, you know, for this term, for the term remodeling contractor San Antonio, they're getting a traffic of 380 visits per month. So imagine, you know, trying to rank for remodeling contractor and getting these many people to land on your webpage. Not to say that they've all become customers, but I could say that, you know, being on that front page, whether you're Shaw Core Remodeling or this Bubble Custom Builders, they're getting a good, you know, more than 75%, 80% of all customers searching for their services. And so going back here, you know, again, I can look at what keywords that this Bubble Design Build what they're using so I can put it on my homepage. So hopefully, I know it's a lot of technical stuff. Hopefully you got a gist of it. Again, just going through to summarize it. Number one, content. Build that homepage of yours. Put at least 1,500 words and label those photographs so that it can reflect your services. Number two, citations. So get a Google My Business account so that you can get more citations and get on some online directories to be put on that map section. And then the third thing is backlinking. So that's a lot to do with going to other websites, asking if you can either put a blog on their website. You can have them see if you can be a sponsor for their website. So there's a lot of things that go into backlinking. And so, if you need help with any of them, feel free. We can always revamp your website. We can always, I can always do all the things that I have mentioned. Get you your citations, get you your backlinks, really look at keywords that your competitors are using. And, it's a lot more to it than just building a site, because building a website is like building, a brick and mortar store in the middle of nowhere, Texas, and nobody knows where you are. But if you can get the right, person to do your website, make sure it's optimized for search, get you those citations and those backlinks, for sure you'll show up again when somebody types in, whether it's general contractor, whether it's home remodeling. Our goal is to get you up here in front. So feel free to reach out to me. If not, you can do this all on your own. It's up to you. If you have someone working for you who can do this, feel free to share the video. Otherwise, you can reach out to me. My name again is Norma. My phone number 210-610-7711, or you can reach me via Facebook Messenger. Thank you and have a great day.